Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Brings a new day filled with new hopes for a new beginning. Good morning, everyone. It is with great joy and enthusiasm that I welcome you all to our new academic session. A new session marks a new beginning, an opportunity to grow, learn, and achieve new milestones together. We are honored to have with us our respected director, Mr. Sandeep Sir, our dynamic principal, Ms. Poonamji, our dedicated heads, coordinators, and faculty members who are all present here today. Sir, your leadership and guidance continue to inspire us, and we look forward to another great year filled with knowledge, creativity, and success. I extend a warm welcome to all the new staff members. Starting a new job at school can be both exciting and overwhelming. But rest assured, you are not alone. We are all here to support each other, learn from one another, work together to create a positive and inspiring learning environment for our students. At SWS, we believe in fostering a culture of collaboration, respect, and continuous growth. Over the next few days, you will get to know your colleagues, familiarize yourself with the school practices, understand the expectations we have for both staff and students. Please don't hesitate to ask questions, seek support, and share your ideas. We value innovation, teamwork, and believe that each one of you brings something unique to our school. Our team thrives on effective communication, transparency, and mutual trust. And we look forward to you all sharing your ideas, experiences, and perspectives, leading us to greater heights. As we stand on the threshold of a new session, we invoke the blessings of the Almighty and commence the session with a prayer in a positive aura. Light symbolizes abundance, prosperity, and knowledge. The lighting of a lamp is regarded as going down to knowledge. With this noble thought, let us start this morning by lighting a lamp. I now request our director, principal,
I'm attending this orientation after a few years, I guess. So, excuse me if I go wrong because I have not been attending it very often. But first of all, welcome to all of you. On behalf of Smart Founder School, I would like to welcome all the staff members, including the new one which have joined today. So before we begin our day, I would like to all of you to stand up for a minute for a small moment. So you all have to repeat with me, and it goes like this. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
Courage to change the things I can.
Courage to change the things I can.
And wisdom to know the difference.
And wisdom to know the difference.
Thank you. Thank you. that all good things come to an end and have some phase in life. So here I would like to appraise all of you that Mrs. Poonamjeet ma'am, who joined us 7 years before and has given the immense contribution to the school, right from the development of SOPs, which you all guys know what it is all about now, right? And overall growth of the school. So now she will be in the transition phase, and her role as a principal will be over by summer vacation, I guess. And thereafter, she will still continue sporting school, but maybe in different areas. So I would request all of you to clap hands for her. So I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to all of you our new principal who has joined today, and she is Ms. Ruchika Sharma. She is right here. So when I was going through her CV, I thought that it will take me one more life to come to her education at par with her. So I am just a mechanical engineer, but she has got a great qualification that starts right from after her secondary school. She did her BCA in computers and then MCA, and thereafter she did her MPhil with Masters of Arts in Education, and then B.Ed, and then CTET, and then IB Cambridge certification. So achieving all this education at that age is in itself a contribution to herself and to the society, I guess. So as we talk about her work experience, so she has worked with different schools in different capacities. So when a person has worked as a teacher herself, so she knows that what is the ground situation. So it becomes very important for a principal to be the teacher first. So she has been working in the capacity as a teacher as well when she started her career. And thereafter she has worked in different schools, and especially she has worked with the PYP program as well. So once we say that we are the progressive school, so it becomes important for us to know the difference between CBSE and PYP program, and eventually learning by doing. This is what the larger philosophy is. So I am pretty sure that she is going to contribute to the school to the great level, and will be able to bring more growth to the school, and will do hand-holding as and when required by all individuals. So she is going to be the mentor for all of you for the coming times, and next couple of months will be the transition period from the Ms. Poonamjeet, praising the new principal about each and every word. So she will be present in each and every meeting to understand the working of the school, and before she takes charge of the school. So next 2 months are going to be, you're not going to have one principal, you're going to have 2 people. But I'm sure they both were and will be kind to all of you. So that is first part of it. As we know that today we are starting with orientation. So this is an year teacher, so why we do this? And what we do here. So one person asked the other in the organization that I am only one, what difference I can bring to the organization? I am too small a person to bring any difference. So the other one said that you can. So he said that how I can bring some difference. So he said that just build a better you. So the whole purpose of this orientation is not only to praise all of you about the SOPs, the procedures, the rules and regulations, the committee regulations, what we all do in our yearly checklist things, the monthly checklist things, but it is more about making all of you better human beings and a better person to be equipped with to deal with these situations. So this is the whole idea, and we take good 15 days for all this, and it includes your IT program as well. So we really want to contribute in making all of you a better human being and better equipped to deal with this. So as and when we get time, we don't left any stone unturned, and we try to use all the resources available, whether inside the school, outside the school. Money is not an issue for us. We want to really make all of you the better person from the time when you have joined this organization, so that you should also feel that your learning and is in progression. It has not come to a stalemate once you have joined this organization. So that is, and obviously when you will grow, the school will grow along with you, right? So it is not only in your interest, it is in our interest as well, right? At the end of the day. But there will be few days when the day may not be as good as the other. So one thing we should always keep in mind, that is the phrase which we usually use, that this too shall pass. So the good days will never remain the same. The bad days will never going to remain the same. We are not assuring you that all the days which are going to be coming will be good days. But there will be good days and there will not be so good days. But nothing is permanent. Second is that we like to give everybody the freedom of expression and speech. Because as is being said, that if two people are having the same opinion, the second one is not needed. So everybody has a right to speech. But at the same time, there are three filters attached to it. The first filter is that you have to ask yourself that whatever I am going to speak, whether it is true, you have to cross-check your facts to understand that whatever you are speaking is true or not. Second filter attached to it is that I guess 50% of the communication will stop at that level only. Second filter you have to attach is that whether it is necessary. Even if it is true, then whether it is still necessary to speak about it. And third filter attached to it is that whether it is going to help the organization. So these are the only three filters attached to any communication you make. So you have a freedom to speak, but with these filters attached to this. So I am sure, because the environment of the school is very important. The kind of environment we generate, there is no third party attached to this. We ourselves are responsible to generate this environment. And as is being said, that the sad environment is more contagious than the happy environment. So, and our working speaks louder than our words. So you have two set of people, one who does a good job but don't really speak much about it. And there is a second set of people, that those who promise more on words but deliver less. So, and we have to identify and distinguish between those two different set of people, and always try to appreciate and judge the people by their action, not by their words. So those leaders, every individual should know that their actions will be gauged, and how the words have to be formulated. I have already said that how we need to communicate and what are the filters attached to this, right? So if we take care of these two things, I guess that we will be in a better environment. We will be in a better working environment in this school. Otherwise, also it is being said that in every organization there are 10% of the people who are really concerned and bothered about the ups and downs of the organization. 80% are fence sitters. For them it doesn't matter. They just go with the flow. And 10% of the people are there who bring a negative energy to any institution. For them, whatever you may do, they will always try to create some negative energy or negative force out of it. So now it is for those 10% extreme people that who is able to influence the other 80% more. That will thrust the organization to that direction. So our target should be not only to influence those 80%, but those 10% who are really concerned about the ups and downs. They should be able to bring that percentage better, so that eventually at the end of the day, the school grows rather than being created by some negative forces. You can't stop it. That is first thing I would say. They will always remain one of the other person, but so be it. Our thrust should be to bring them back to the positive energy and bring positive energy to the school at the end of the day. So there are few things I would like to add on here, that you people have been dealing with the students every day. So I would like to know from all of you the three things, right, which you feel that should be present in every school when we are dealing with the children. From the children perspective, I am saying that which are those three things which you feel that should be present in education from the children perspective. So I just give you the clue to that. So first is the happiness. So any parent you ask, the first thing they would desire for their child when they send their children to the school, they want their children to be happy children. Whatever you may do inside the school, they are concerned, but the most important thing for them is that when their child is going back home, whether the child is a happy child or not. So that should be the ultimate goal and objective of the school. That if the child spends half of his age in school, half of his time, I would say, in school. So if he is not happy here, so obviously he is not going to lead a happy life. So that is the first and the foremost objective of any parent. Whatever we do in academics, that comes later, but they want their child to be happy child. So that is, we all as a teacher have to see and observe that when the children are going back, whether we are able to achieve that objective or not. Second is that we as a teacher have to be inspiring. Because all children will not be the same. And we need to inspire the children on whatever areas they are good at. That really gives them a lot of motivation and inspire to excel in the area where they feel good and better. So you are a teacher, but you need to be the inspirational force for them, irrespective how they are doing in academics. Third is compassion. So we as a teacher needs to be more empathetic to the students and there should not be any fear in their mind when they are entering the school or when they are interacting with any teacher. I can say that with my own experience as well, because both my children, when they were studying, they used to call their teacher by name, and were effortless when they were communicating with the teacher. They can talk anything and everything, and they never had any fear in mind that how the teacher is going to respond about this. So I know that from our Indian perspective, it becomes difficult to make the children to say whatever they want to say. But still we need to give them that freedom and expression of freedom to do that. We have to start with from somewhere. So which are those things which you feel should not be there in the school? From the student's perspective, I am saying. So fear is the first and the foremost thing that which should not cross the mind of the children when they are entering the school and when they are interacting with the parents. Parents have taken a lot of advantage of this negativity being in the school. The parents used to say to the child that if you don't do this, don't do that, I will tell your teacher. So you have been made the scapegoat for no reason, and you have been portrayed in the negative fashion by the parents. Right? So you have to change that psychology with the student, and student should say, okay, fine, let us talk to the teacher tomorrow. So then the parent will be in the backseat. Right? So fear is something which we have to ensure that should never be into the child's mind when he is entering the school or going out of the school. Second is the competition. We usually pitch one side against the other, that this side has gained so much grades and this side has not gained so much grades. We start competing two children without understanding that all children are different and they may excel into different fields. It's not necessary that all children will do well in a particular subject. So we have to avoid the competition between the children. The child has to do better than what he has been doing before, but it doesn't mean that he needs to do better than the other child. So we just have to make them a better human being, not necessarily that they should do better than the other child, because all children have got their own strengths. And the last and the foremost, I would say, is overemphasis on outcomes. We usually do whatever we do, we usually emphasize on that what is going to be the learning out of this, how they are going to make their children have a better grades once whatever process we are doing. It's not necessary that every activity will have some outcome out of this. We sometimes do certain things for our own happiness and growth. So these are the few things I would like to appraise you before we start with our new session. And good wishes to all of you.
Thank you.
I am sure that all of you are going to give a lot of support to our new principal. And it is, and she will repay back to you when she is in full strength working, right? So at the moment she needs your support to have a complete know-how of everything. So I want to be reassured from all of you that she will get complete support.
She get complete support.
Sorry?
Yes. She will get complete support, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much. And before I finish, I would like to congratulate birthday wishes to Reena where she is.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
It was a great birthday. Yes. Thank you so much.
I really respect that girl for a couple of reasons. Even yesterday I was here, I had some work. So usually I don't stay back. I stayed back and I was having my evening walk outside. I had some work later. So she was just leaving. I was just seeing her leaving the school at 5 o'clock. So she is those kind of people who work. I told you that there are two different set of people. So she is a kind of person who works silently. Very polite, humble, and silent. So thank you very much. Thank you.